Greetings. This is Serene Rivers. You're in Black Lotus Heaven, and here we ain't waiting on nobody to save us. We study, apply ourselves, and we do things for ourselves. We co-create along with the Most High, create space in our lives to dream again, to thrive, to live. And today, I just want to jump on here and speak to health disparities. So a lot of why I've been absent from social media and quieter over the last 2 years had to do with the fact that I took, like, for a whole year, I was taking graduate classes, full-time graduate classes, while working full-time, while being a mother of 3 children. And one of the things that I had to encounter every single time I went into these classes, was the health disparity. So I am a registered nurse. I've been a registered nurse for 19 years now, mostly pediatric ICU. Lately, I'm doing school nursing the last 4 years. And as I'm sitting through these classes to get my school nurse credential, you have to do a whole year of grad school level courses in nursing. I had to hear about the health disparities and how Black people, almost with everything, there were a few times where we weren't at the bottom of the list. And sadly, I celebrated those few times, Not that anybody, I don't want anybody else being at the bottom of the list, but I was just happy we weren't at the bottom of the list that time. Like when it came to tooth decay in children, we were beat out by Hispanics, and I was just like, whew, a break, I was just like, when it came to a certain type of cancer, like some type of uterine cancer or something, we were beat out by like Filipino or Asian or something. I was just like, whew, a break. And it's sad, nobody wants to be at the bottom of the list, but consistently in almost in so many areas, it's like, oh, we don't know why they're doing so bad. And if you're Black, you know that racism has a huge role in that, because we're not genetically inferior. We know that the fact that these healthcare systems were not built for us, and that when we go into them, we deal with a lot of racism within there, even if it's accidental racism, even if people aren't being racist on purpose, we still deal with a lot of stuff. And then outside of the hospitals in our lives, we have to deal with so much stress from systemic racism, from the social economic issues that we have. But even when we are not in poverty, we still have some of the worst outcomes with certain things. Black men who have good jobs, are more likely to be obese than ones that don't. And Black women who are, high earning, high achieving, they're more likely to have stillbirths. So there's so many things that we are up against. And honestly, because of all this, and because it seems like these systems, they're not going to change in our favor to favor us or to help this change anytime soon, because certain gaps have widened since integration. So we really do have to take our health into our own hands. So I look forward to sharing more about that over the next coming months or so. Right now, I'm in the process of getting myself healthier. I've been through a lot. I don't have any health like, you know, documented health conditions. But I have been feeling a lot more tired lately. And I gained like 10 pounds or so since last year, and I don't even know why. Like, I still fit the same clothes. They are a little tight. But I'm working through that by changing my diet, by increasing my activity level, increasing my self-care. And after I've been on this, I'll still get on here. I'll update people to the best of my capacity. And within the next few months or so, my goal is to really kind of lean into helping Black mothers do better with self-care. And I think for Black mothers, we need systems that are very simple. We need simple systems that we can work through, because we're already dealing with so much and we don't need more complexity. We may not be able to do Pilates classes if we don't have the resources. And I'll keep it real with you. I've been trying to do Pilates. It's really hard to get into the classes. You know, you get kicked out and now you can't, you know, you have to at the last minute, like, oh, now you're off the wait list. No, I need something that's a little more predictable. We need things that are simple, things that don't cost a lot of money. We need to keep money in our pockets, because they're also saying that they project that the net worth of Black people will go down to 0 or something crazy. Hey, we can't allow that. Not here. We can't allow that. So the way that we use our resources, that we use our funds, we need to save as much as we can. We have to rethink what luxury means to us, because it's not luxurious to be in debt. So I don't care how fancy your purse is if you don't have any savings, if you are carrying high interest debt, consumer debt. You're traveling all over the world, but you're still carrying consumer debt. It's okay. We can travel locally. Maybe it's more luxurious to just go to some places around where you live and keep money in your pocket and have savings and not be living paycheck to paycheck. This is the relief we need to give ourselves, and we need to build for ourselves, and we need to have a change in our cultural narrative, the narrative around Black people. And I'll have to say, that's one reason I really am not enjoying, you know, one of the songs that's out now that people are claiming is the anthem of the summer. It's terrible if it's the anthem of the summer. It's not my anthem, you know. So because it's not beneficial to us. It's not going to help us save money. It's not going to keep us from having this 0 net worth that they're projecting we'll have within like the next 5 or 10 years. It's not going to help with our healthcare disparities, which have widened in some areas. It's not going to decrease the amount of Black men and women in jail. There's more people in